Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. It is the day after Thanksgiving and it is cold outside. Well, it was cold last night. I think it got down in the 20s. Second time this winter it's been down in the 20s, and being from Texas, to me the winters here are cold. I know people live up north say the winters in North Carolina are mild, but for me, anytime it's below 30 degrees, it is cold. In Texas, I would ride all day long in the 40s. I find myself here in North Carolina riding with it in the 30s. But today's video is not about the weather. It's about adding something to my motorcycle. You may have heard me say before, we buy motorcycles loaded with features, and yet we add more things to them. And so I'm adding something to my motorcycle. And I want to know if you have this on your motorcycle, and be sure and comment. But before I tell you what I'm adding, let me show you what I've added so far. So I've had the bike, let's see, August, September, October, almost 4 months. I've got almost 8,000 miles on the bike in 4 months, and I've added 3 things so far. I added highway pegs, the leather wraps on the grips because I don't like the feel of the stock grips, and I added the F4 Customs windshield. It's taller than the original. And the next thing I'm adding now are saddlebag guards, rear crash bars. This bike came with the front crash bars, the engine guards, but no rear crash bars. My 2018 Roadmaster came with the rear crash bars. I really think a bike this heavy needs to come with crash bars because it's easy, slow maneuvers in a parking lot, in the driveway. It's just easy to let your bike tip over. And with the crash bars, it prevents the saddlebags from getting damaged or other things from getting damaged. So I did buy the rear saddlebag guards. I bought them from TCMT, and they are wrapped very well, packaged very well. I think this is the same company that I used when I bought the tour pack for my 24 Street Glide. So I'm going to install these. This is not an install video because, I mean, how difficult can it be? 2 bolts here, that cover will come off. 2 bolts there after removing that cover. Now to get the rear one in there, I think I need to take my saddlebags off. You can see my bike's dirty. So to take the saddlebag off, I have to take off the side panel, unplug the wiring harness for the remote locking luggage, and then 2 bolts there, get the saddlebags off, get them out of the way, bolt on the saddlebag guards. Should be easy peasy, but I am mechanically challenged. I'm also technologically challenged. I struggle just editing videos, but I'm mechanically challenged. My highway pegs was on the other side, but the 1 bolt there, somehow I cross-threaded it and had to go to the hardware store or the auto parts store and buy another bolt. So I can't remember if I mentioned, I may have gotten these also from the same company, TCMT. They have stuff at for a fraction of the price of the OEM products. There's another company with similar initials that I've also used. Both of them are very good as far as the price. And I've had pretty good quality. Now my tour pack on my Harley, the latching mechanism, riding down the road, it would come loose, basically come unlatched, and I wasn't happy with that. But I don't remember if it was the same company or not. I kind of think it was. So I'm eager to unwrap the engine guards, the saddlebag guards, see what they look like, and get them bolted on. It's not an install video, but if I have any issues, which is possible for me, I'll let you know. So stay tuned and we'll see how easy it is for me to bolt on something that should be super simple. Well, the disassembly was super easy. I did have to tug a little bit to get the side piece off there. I haven't removed this one yet. I removed the one on the other side to put some air in the air shock. You can tell it is super dirty. underneath the saddlebag. I'll probably wipe that down. Actually, the Indians with that full fender, if I wanted to give it a different look, I could take the trunk off, take the bags off, even take the lower fairings off, and really give it a trimmed down look, and it would look good with or without the bags. They are bolt-on. My 2018 Indian Roadmaster, they were quick release, and one of them fell off going down the freeway. So I replaced them with the bolt-on, and the year after they went to bolt-on with their hard bags. Quick release docking hardware that you can see for the trunk. You unplug the harness underneath the trunk, flip the levers up, and that quick it comes off. Now there is a bolt here that would prevent someone from stealing the trunk, because with your saddlebag zone, it covers that bolt. If you've got your saddlebags locked, nobody can steal your trunk. But if you want to use the quick release anytime you want, you take the bolt out on each side. So came off super easy. I'll wipe it down and bolt the new saddlebag guards on and show you what it looks like. Hopefully I won't have any issues putting them on. I don't have any issues taking my saddlebags and stuff off. It's again, I've already said, I'm mechanically challenged, so something this simple can be a chore for me. Well, I got a little cold, so I did change jackets, as you probably noticed. Now I'm hot, or at least warm. Bolted on real easy. Now they sent, actually it's 3 screws, not 4. 2 at the top, only 1 at the bottom. I used the original 2 that I had because they're black. If you can see back there, that one is not black. So I may get a Sharpie or some black fingernail polish and color that one black, but for the most part it doesn't show. I was a little worried about getting in my wife's way, but not really. It's pretty close to flush to the saddlebag because that's where my wife's riding with me a lot. They are flat black, which matches the exhaust, and other parts of the motorcycle are flat black. Some are gloss black, but now my front crash bars are gloss. Obviously, and I already mentioned those are flat. Now if I'd have bought the Indian brand, they would have been gloss to match. But I want to say they were close to $200, and these were $40. These may be thinner than the Indian ones, but I'm hoping if I ever let it tip over, it'll, you know, be in the driveway, be in a parking lot where, you know, you're just stopping and leaning and have the forks turned, and you know how that goes. Bolted on real easy. Now my bolt on the bottom down here was a little snug. My fear is always cross-threading like I did on my highway peg, but the 2 original ones I think had a little Loctite on them, but they lined up really good. Overall, I'm happy with the way they look. I think they're going to serve their purpose, other than that one not being black. I'll have to take care of that. So I forgot to wash the fender on this side underneath my saddlebag. I did wipe down the fender on this side underneath the bag, but for the price, I mean, we're talking 40 bucks for the highway pegs, 40 bucks for the saddlebag guards. You know, the windshield and the leather wraps were more expensive. Oh, and I went back and checked. This company I purchased these from is TCMT. That's who I bought the saddlebag guards from. So far, it looks like I'm going to be very happy with them for the price. Now, you can probably buy some thicker ones that would cost more. I'm pretty sure that's who I bought the highway pegs from. I mentioned the tour pack I bought for the 24 Street Glide I had. I did not buy the tour pack from this same company, so I don't want to misrepresent. I bought that from TCT Motor Parts. I didn't get it from the TCMT company. Everybody that I know that has used these particular products have been happy, so I'm pleased. Do you have crash bars on your bike? I know smaller bikes may not need them. I had a Sportster, a couple of Sportsters. First one, I don't think I ever added crash bars to it. The second one I bought used had crash bars, but again, you know, just one little slip of the foot and it can tip over. I think crash bars are worth their money. Now they add a little weight to the bike, and it's, you know, more things you add to the bike, it can take away from the look. As I said earlier, this bike should have came with crash bars. My original Roadmaster did come with the crash bars. So do you have crash bars on yours? If not, do you think you'll add them? Will you go with the OEM or will you go aftermarket? Let's see, the next thing I may add, one of two things. I still have a number of things on my wish list. One are tab performance with the zombie baffles, and the other are the driving lights, fog lamps, passing lamps, whichever you want to call them. Ideally, this bike should have came with the passing lamps. My original Roadmaster had the passing lamps molded in to the fairing. This one, I know they're giving it that cleaner look. And you do add a little weight on your bike when you go to adding things, and I know this day and time, performance baggers are really popular, so adding weight can affect your performance a little bit. But this 116 performs really, really well. The 117 I had on the Street Glide with the liquid cooled heads also performs extremely well. Both of them do great as far as performance for big touring bikes. If you've seen my other videos, you may know I went back to Indian for comfort, additional features, and it's kind of cool with the exclusivity. You know, it seems like everybody has a Harley, not everybody has an Indian. And I really enjoy my Indian. I love Harleys and Indians both, but I'm really enjoying my Roadmaster. I'm having a good time adding things to it. As I said, I have a wish list. Either one of the next two items, whether it's the fog lights or the exhaust, it's going to be more expensive than these $40 crash bars, but I kind of space things out. I don't put everything on it all at once. Some people, I mean, they load their bike down with accessories before they even ride it home. I don't do that. I like to shop by price, and I'm thrifty, frugal, or as my family says, I'm a cheapskate, but I do add things to my bike. I just space it out over a period of time. So on my other videos where I added stuff, I have the same question. What have you added to your bike so far? Or what is the next thing that you're going to add? You used to ride with me a lot, and there was a message you would give the YouTube audience. Do you remember what that message was?
Make sure to like and subscribe.
One more thing.
And ring the bell icon.
Oh yeah, okay. One more thing after
what?
that. Something down below.
Oh, and comment down below.
Yes, and remember, if you like to ride, just ride as much as you can, because one day, what's going to happen?
You'll be too old.
Well, just right. One day
and die.
We will be old and die, but one day we'll be too old to ride. All right, Samantha, thank you for participating in my little YouTube channel.
So welcome.
Tell everybody goodbye.
Bye-bye.